Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn about insect communication. First of all, what is communication? Communication is the exchange of information between individuals. The insect which sends a signal is called signaler, and the insect that receives signal is called receiver. Communication is an essential part of all social interactions. Next, why do insects communicate? So, insects mainly communicate for the recognition of nestmates, locating or identifying a member of opposite sex, facilitation of courtship or mating, giving direction for location of food or other resources, establishing and maintaining territory, warning of danger, setting of an alarm. Last one is mimicry. There are four types of insect communication: visual communication, tactile communication, acoustic communication, and chemical communication. So, first we'll learn about visual communication. Visual communication. Many insects communicate with visual signals. That is a color pattern and other markings on the wings of the butterfly and the moth. So in this picture we can see a red admiral butterfly that has a bright distinct marking on the upper wing surface and a protective coloration on the underside. Next is some insects communicate by producing light. For example, Lampridae in beetle order Coleoptera communicate with light. Fireflies' pulses of light are used in courtship dialogue between a male, usually flying, and a female, usually perched in the vegetation. Each species has a unique flash pattern and response time. And some insects can communicate using wavelength in the ultraviolet light. Example, here we can see a female cabbage butterfly have an ultraviolet reflecting scales on the dorsal wing surface. When they fly, each downstroke of the wing create a brief flash UV that male recognize them for mating. The second one is tactile communication. Tactile contacts can form an important element in communication. Although they are inevitably limited to interactions between two or just a few individuals, many insects depend on physical contact because they have poor vision and sound receptor. The antennation between nest mates, also the inter-individual exchange of liquid material via trophallaxis is largely based on the tactile interaction, with mainly the antennae and the foreleg involved. Antennal tapping is an essential component of tactile communication in both ants and termites. It's not exactly clear what the information they may change, but it certainly involves nest mate recognition and deals and leads to exchange of food through trophallaxis. They touch each other's feelers to exchange messages. The next example is blister beetles. Courtship begins with a series of antennal taps by the male on the each side of the female body, and she signals her receptivity by lifting up her wing cover and allowing him to climb over her back. The next example is bees. Bees communicate by dance language. Bees use dance as a form of communication for distance and direction of food source or nest sites. And there are two types of communication: round dance and waggle dance. Round dance, running in a circle, is performed for close sites, and waggle dance, the most complex of the bee dance types, performed by honeybees. Next is acoustic communication. So here sounds are caused by vibration that can pass through air, water and a solid structure. There are many insects that can make sounds. They don't have vocal cord like people, but they have other ways of producing sounds. So some do it by rubbing their body parts together. So the example, first one is a cricket. Cricket, they sing by rubbing one wing over the other. Others rub their legs, scratch their bodies, or rub their jaws together. And in grasshopper, they'll make a buzzing sound by rubbing the hind. And in some have special organs to produce sounds. The best example is male cicadas have special organ to produce sound. These are called tymbals. Inside a timbal there are membranes that can vibrate to produce a singing sound, and in this picture we can see timbals present. And the last one is chemical communication. Many insects communicate with each other by using a smell. They can release odors from special scent glands in their body, and these odors are called pheromones. In insects, the female can produce a specific smell. So, they'll produce specific smell to attract partners for mating, and these are called as sex pheromones. Example, male moth can sense the pheromone of female moths over a distance of many kilometers. Next is odors are also used for other reasons. Example, in ants, they use odors to mark a trail so that other ants can use the trail to get back to their nest or to find the food. Ants know the other member of their colony by their special scent or smell. Some insects use smell to warn each other from danger, called as alarm pheromones. And pheromone, it's a most common way through which insects communicate, and there are of two types. These chemicals are divided into two types, that is pheromones and allochemicals. Chemical signal that carry information from one individual to another member of the same species. These includes sex attractant, alarm substance and many other intraspecific messages. This is called as pheromones. And allochemicals, chemical signal that travel between individuals of different species. These includes defensive signals such as repellents, compound used to locate suitable host plants, and other signals to regulate intraspecific behaviors. Pheromones communication is found in almost around 1600 insect species. And the examples are the queen bee emit pheromones that affects the development of worker bees. Next is aphids give alarm pheromones that urge the neighboring aphids to flee from nearby predators. Next one is when laying their eggs, some fly moths and beetles use certain pheromones to repel insects of the same and competing species, thereby protecting their progeny ones. Thank you.